You might be walking by a hedgerow and you'll find some of these unusual growths, and they're really nice. And this is in a hazel tree, but this isn't part of the hazel tree. This is actually a plant known as old man's beard or traveller's joy. It has lovely flowers, little white flowers in the summer, but then it gets the name old man's beard because it seeds from the flowers. And this is how they first look, but later on they get really fluffy and woolly, like a beard. And it's really soft and downy. Some birds actually would manage to collect some of this sometimes when it doesn't seed, and they line their nests with it in the spring, but most of it should be gone by the spring. But you can see it here, very woolly. There we go, it looks lovely with the light on it. Now it's a native plant. This is a native plant to Europe. It's hard to say for sure how native it is to Ireland, as it may have only come in after the Ice Age, but the rest of Europe it's definitely a native plant. And in fact you'll see it has these very, it's actually one of the clematis plants, so it's the famous clematis climbers, everybody has them, and there's the famous the Virginia creeper, I think, is a clematis as well. But it gets these really strong, wiry kind of vines. And the interesting thing about them is they found baskets from the Stone Age in Switzerland, I think, and they're actually made from the weaving of these plants. And in fact, some of the vines get so thick that you can swing out of them, because they can be they're like rope, and they're very strong. They're almost impossible to break as well. Even it's very difficult to saw through them. They're not easy to cut. So you can imagine, as they found Stone Age baskets made from the material of the fibres of the clematis, of the old man's beard, that it must be, I mean, to have survived since the Stone Age so that they can find Stone Age baskets. That really says how strong it is and how durable. But they are lovely if you just look at keep an eye out, look out for them now along the hedgerows. It is a beautiful plant, and it is traveller's joy is right, but definitely old man's beard.